Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bullspend, and marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had: impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Unlock over $3,500 in business and travel value annually with statement credits on select purchases from brands like Dell, Hilton, and Adobe, and other benefits. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Based on total potential value of statement credits on select purchases and other benefits, enrollments required, monthly and other limits and terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
Well, except the previous episode.
Yeah,
that was all you.
You let me in there, and I just started making. I'm gonna do it again. That's what I do every episode. Every episode, you say something. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I make up some stuff, and it sounds good.
And then you're like, "Dang, that was actually a good episode."
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That was a pretty good discussion.
Yeah. Cool. You know what? I think we just made an intro.
I think you're full of crap. That's what it is.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good intro. You ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Zap, and welcome to the Reset and Zap podcast.
I just need a reset. No, it's not enough to press pause. I think I need a reset. I need a reset. Reset.
Welcome to the Reset and Zap podcast. And in this episode, it's all about finding your voice beyond the algorithm.
Ooh.
That's how I titled this episode today.
Yeah, I already knew that.
Totally, completely. Yeah. And this is inspired on a bold claim that I had written down. And I just want to read it exactly how I wrote this. This is pretty much the inspiration behind this topic that we're about to have today.
Okay.
And this is going to be kind of shocking for some of y'all once I start reading this. But
okay.
I made the following bold claim. The algorithm nearly destroyed my creativity. I was burnt out, uninspired, and ready to quit YouTube. But then I found a secret playbook. A set of strategies and mindset shifts that allowed me to completely redefine my creative process. This isn't just about beating the algorithm. It's about reclaiming my artistic soul and building a sustainable, joyful content journey.
I would say that's not a hot take at all. I would say that's probably how a lot of content creators feel these days.
Yeah.
It's just you're bold enough to actually say it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's really much of a hot take because honestly, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. But I'm going to let you cook though.
Yeah.
Get on in that kitchen and do your thing.
Oh, well, absolutely. So guys, I want you to imagine, and this is going to be specifically this, I feel like this episode is very heavy and geared towards content creators because I'm sharing this from my own personal experience. So I want you to imagine waking up excited to create, making content that genuinely reflects who you are and not constantly worrying about views or subscriber counts. Because for too long, the algorithm in my case dictated my creative decisions, which I will share a couple of examples later on. And this was precisely what led to a serious burnt out in my life. So today, like I mentioned, I'm going to be revealing precisely what were these moments that led to this burnout and to me almost quitting YouTube entirely. And by shedding, away, by helping myself shed from all that pressure, hopefully this encourages you guys, to not only be able to continue creating content, but be able to rediscover yourself rediscover your own authentic voice.
Okay.
And hopefully transform your channel into a source of pure creative joy. So, yeah. So welcome to the Reset and Zap podcast, where we talk about everything. We talk about, you know,
we haven't done the intro yet.
Gaming.
Oh snap! I didn't even realize. Okay, not my bad. Go ahead.
I've been doing content creation for a while.
I didn't even realize we hadn't done the intro yet. I was really like, I was ready to like, all right, let's go.
We're talking about parenthood, work-life balance, gaming, and more. So if you guys are loving this discussion so far, take a seat, because we're about to dive right into it. Okay, now we're about to do a protocol. Okay, I got a name for this protocol and everything. Okay,
Miss Fancy.
Yeah, I would like to call this the totally serious, the unplug and reconnect protocol.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's going to be a tactical reset.
All right, set it up,
because it's about the Reset and Zap podcast, right?
All right.
Get it? Anyhow, I thought it was pretty genius. Y'all, you gotta give it to me. I think it was pretty good.
I like cook. I'm letting you. Why you think I ain't saying nothing? Go cook.
Okay, so the first step for this is what I actually talked about this in the quick reset episodes. If you guys have been following those episodes, I talked about a call to action, and I'm gonna piggyback to that, where it was called my content detox challenge. And it's about purposely stepping away from anything that would be considered something that you would have to do analytically. That would be, including your analytical dashboards, any trends reports for a set period of time. Now, this is not going to work for somebody who's doing it for a business. Okay, so if you're doing this for business and this is what you want to do and this is going to be your livelihood, then this episode is not for you. But if you're trying to do this as a hobby or something that you simply love to do, then yeah, sit back tight, because one of the things that you'll have to do is stop looking at the analytics. Stop looking at the analytics.
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah.
Stop looking at those reports. Stop looking at those trends.
Yeah.
Because if you truly want to do what you want to do and what you love, then you gotta stop looking at what they recommend you in doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I co-sign that one completely. I've actually built a whole strategy around that now. Like, even with the time I spend on social media and the time I spend on YouTube, it's all built around a strategy. I have set days and times that I do my promo. Like, all right, I do promo 3 times a week. These are the days I do it. And anything outside of that, I reply to whatever messages I have from people that I work with. And then I'm off that platform. Like, yeah. I have a set time. Like, this is when I do it. This is how I'm going to do it. And this is the format, and then I do it, and then I'm off the platform. I get on YouTube, I upload my videos, I have a certain format I go by. Here's the thumbnail, here's the edit, here's the playlist that goes on. I set it all up, I'm off the platform.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that even though we never discussed this, this topic before, this is something this part of it at least is something that I've been doing. Like, yeah. I have a set time, this is what I do, this is what I'm here for, and I'm not here for nothing else. Because if you get too wrapped up in those things, it'll affect you. Like, that stuff will really affect your mental health. Like, I've known people like that, just like, you know what, I just got to get rid of social media completely for my mental health, for my mental well-being, because I get too caught up in this stuff and it affects me. And that same thing with content creators. You get caught up in the numbers and how many people are liking your post and how many views you're getting on a video. So I can definitely co-sign what you're saying.
And like I said,
there.
I wrote this based on my own personal experience because, when I was like actively doing YouTube as a business, I lived and breathed and pretty much ate analytics all day. Like, there was a day in the week that was specifically designed for me to sit down and go through my analytics. And I would write down the data. I would set it back to how they teach you on YouTube, set it back to 90 days so you can see consistency wise, what have people been watching over those 90 days? What were the drop off points? What were those spike moments? What is the psychosis behind it? You know, what type of audience is watching you? What are they watching when they're not watching you? You know, what are those tags that they're following? I could go really deep into this. This could be a whole course by itself.
Because you're the one who even taught me what analytics were. Because I remember when I first, because like when I started doing this YouTube stuff, I didn't know what the heck was going on. Like I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know what none of them daggone numbers meant. And one day you sat there and explained it to me. And after you explained it, that's when I realized that this wasn't for me.
Yeah. And like I said, I sat down to even see like at what time and at what day would it be convenient for me to upload a video based on the active sessions of my viewers. And that included like live streams. So like, once again, if you're doing this business wise, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're doing this hobby wise, you're going to feel completely lost because this data changes a lot over time.
You literally, when you were explaining it to me, you literally made my head hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the way I want to do it because
it's a lot.
I literally cannot wrap my head around this stuff. It's too much. It is
too
overwhelming.
Much. Like even, I dare say, even before you brainstorm an idea, you even have to see if your idea would even work, because naturally over time you're going to start seeing patterns and what sticks and what wouldn't even make it. So I'm gonna be real with you guys, that's what led to my serious burned out, because I had a notebook, and you've seen this when you met me. I had 3 full notebooks where I would write down my scripts, my ideas, my research, everything for each and every one of the videos that were uploaded on to my channel. And I had a list of ideas and possible titles, and I would sit down and read my analytics, and some of these things were things that I really, really wanted to do, and I would have to cross it off my list because I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. People are not going to watch it. It's just not going to stick. It's going to be a complete waste of time. And at that time, that was the right move to make. But those small little actions led to a serious burnout. Because then I felt like you said in the previous episode, that I had been kind of locked inside this bubble where eventually all I was able to do was a certain type of content. And it wasn't that I wasn't enjoying it, because I mean, everything I do, I always put my passion and my 100% in.
But you're like me, you don't like being told what to do.
I don't. At some point as a creative, I want to be able to explore outside of those boundaries and really give a full picture to everyone of who I am as a person. And I felt like those constraints were affecting my creative journey, if that makes sense.
And what makes it even funnier is that these are constraints that we put on ourselves.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like somebody saying you have to do this. Like it's
but
just.
I will say.
It's in our minds that we be like, all right, we know that these are going to get the most views. We know these are going to have the best numbers.
I'm sorry to stop you there.
Go ahead.
I do partially disagree, because it also is a fact. It's also a matter of the people that I listen to, because you always go towards the YouTube gurus or the people that know how the platform works, and because they're telling you this is what you have to do, then that's what you naturally do.
Right, and I'm gonna have to disagree with you too. Because
okay. I like this.
When you're talking about these gurus and stuff, they are usually talking from a business perspective.
Exactly, and I was doing it as a business.
Yeah, so
like, I was just doing what they told me what to do. If you're doing
it as a business, then yes, they're like you said, this episode ain't for you.
Exactly,
because what we're telling you is actually going to hurt you.
It's going to hurt you.
It's going to hurt you.
So yeah.
If you're doing this as a business, then this ain't the episode for you. Because unfortunately, the truth of the matter is you have to you have to check the boxes.
Yeah.
You got to check the boxes that make YouTube happy.
This is so deep, y'all, from a business point. Like, if I were to go from the business standpoint, there are even tools that will let you analyze a thumbnail and see the hot spots. So you can
analyze your title.
So you can see, where does the person look at? You know, when they're looking at your thumbnail, where do they look at first?
Yeah, there's tools that analyze your title.
They analyze your title. They analyze your description.
Gives your title a score and be like, nah, you different title.
I lived by that score, y'all, once upon a time. If I could not hit that score, my evening was completely ruined, because my tags, my title, my description, my thumbnail, everything had to lead up to that perfect score, because, I mean, hence the higher score, the easier it was for your content to be discovered and for people to actually give you a chance and watch your stuff. So, yeah.
When we get to the end of this, I have a question for you.
Okay.
When we get to the end of this, because I'm kind of curious now, but
yeah.
I'm gonna wait until you do your thing.
So yeah, I'm sharing my own I'm basically giving y'all a chance to jump into my head. I know that sounds very like freaking descriptive. I almost cussed there. But so y'all can see like inside my world, like what was going on. Okay. The other thing I recommend y'all doing, and this is the hardest part when you're trying to steer away from a business mindset to more of a hobby, but I wrote this following. It was rediscovering foundational creative exercises. So here are some that worked for me, but this can be completely different for y'all. Journaling was one for me. Brainstorming, this is the most important one. That's going to be the hardest for y'all and for me still till this day. Brainstorming without an audience in mind. And exploring new hobbies. So this has been my own creative exercises. I have been journaling a lot, and a perfect example where you guys can see the results of that is through the podcast. The podcast is mainly one of the biggest detox challenges for me. When I was ready to quit, and we had that conversation, that led to me creating the podcast, because I had to find a way to funnel everything that I was feeling and find a creative, safe place to talk about what I was going through. And as I'm going through this hard reset in my creative journey, I'm trying to discover in the process, do I still enjoy what I'm doing? Do I like it? Am I going to quit? Am I not going to quit? Oh, I feel like quitting. One day, I'm done. The other day, no, I want to go back. Oh, but I don't want to do this. But I want to do this. And that's where the Reset podcast comes in. That's my journaling. Okay. Brainstorming without an audience in mind, that was the hardest part, because like I said, if you're used to going to those analytical dashboards and reading those trend reports, one of the first things you do is brainstorm an idea with an audience in mind, because that's naturally how you schedule, you sketch out a video. So for me, I had to sit down and be like, I'm going to brainstorm this video at last that I really, really want to do, but I don't have an audience in mind, because I don't have that audience. Like just with the podcast, I didn't have an audience for the podcast.
No.
I don't know who I was going to attract audience-wise, but I had to figure it out. I had to make something for an audience that I didn't even have in the first place. And then as of exploring new hobbies, that's the things that now I'm slowly going to be exposing to the community, which is crocheting, I like drawing, I'm exploring, painting, sewing has been my new creative journey.
Motherhood.
Raising kids. Yeah. Doing this whole thing, possibly later on down the road, homeschooling once again. All these are new things that have allowed me to step outside of the thing that I thought at some point was my world and my only world, and explore other possibilities and how I can express myself. So, will that work for every single person? These exercises, not necessarily. Like I said, this could look different for you. I'm just personally sharing what I'm currently doing right now that has helped me. So that's another thing. I don't know if you want to share some things that
It's
you do.
it's very funny that the things that you're saying, because, and that's going to relate to the question I want to ask you at the end of it, which I think is really going to tie everything together, because now I'm really curious, because a lot of the things you're saying are I agree. I mean, I can't even really argue with you. I very much agree with what you're saying there as well, because like, and part of my creation process when it comes to like making music is very similar. It's like when I make music, I don't have a particular audience in mind. Like, I just create what I think is a cool idea. Like, I'll be listening to a beat and I'll be like, you know what, that's a cool idea. Like, I'm gonna try that and see if it works. Like, but I don't have like, oh, this is for the ladies, or this is for the guys, or this is for the older people, or this is for the younger people. It's just, it's just a cool idea that I think would be cool. I'm just gonna put it out there and see how it works.
Yeah.
Like, even when I'm putting together like my whole albums, it's like none of my albums were geared to anything specific. Like, it was like, oh, this album is for, the women, or this album is for the men, or this album is for the teenagers, or this album is for the adults, or it was just like, this is where I'm at right now, and this is what I'm feeling right now, so that's what I'm gonna put out. So it's like, I kind of always create in that kind of way. So it's like, yeah, I 100% agree. That's, especially like I said, this is a terrible episode for you guys who are doing YouTube as a business, because once again, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, because like I said, this is part of our unplug and reconnect protocol. So like, naturally, to unplug, you're gonna have to leave out the things that people tell you should do business wise. And that's precisely what I'm doing. That's like part of my plan. I'm like detoxing, I'm unplugging from everything I've been taught, from everything I've ever known, because once upon a time, YouTube was my only world. That was the only thing I knew, and the only thing that I'm proud to say that I'm good at. So like, I studied it for so long that I knew naturally how I was supposed to move, so, but it comes with its cons, because then you when you have to detox, that detox process can be a little rough.
Yeah,
for real.
It's hard and it's not even just with that, it's with anything that you've been doing for that amount of time, and you try to step away from it is difficult. Because I went through a similar detox not too long ago, like detoxing myself from making music. Like, I was at a point where I was just constantly in the studio, constantly. And I was just like, you know what? I need to take a break. And some of my Bastard Music associates, thank you, Mr. Thousand Star, gave me a challenge and said, hey, can you go 90 days without making music? And I was like, nah, probably not.
I'm gonna give it a try.
I'll try it, but probably not. And I actually did it. I actually ended up doing it. And the funny thing is it doesn't seem like it, because stuff is always coming out. But that's because I've just built up so much of a catalog. Because I was recording constantly, I've built up such a catalog that I was able to take 90 days off without making any music and not affect any content things. But it was hard. Like, it was hard to like not make a beat, or not listen, or not come up with ideas, and like, oh, I gotta record this right now. But what I found is that it did not hurt my creativity, it actually helped it. After I came off of that break, I was just so renewed that it was just like, I immediately was like, I got a bunch of ideas, I got some cool concepts that I probably never would have came up with had I not just stopped for a while. Because you get caught in your system. You get caught in your loop. You're like, once you get flowing a certain kind of way, you have a system, and you just get caught up in doing that, and before you know it, you realize you're doing the same kind of thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But when you step away from a moment and you can really look back at it, you're like, okay, all right, let's do something different now.
Yeah.
So that I found that really that doesn't hurt your creativity. That actually helps you, because it allows you that time to. I think the best creatives are the ones who live their life.
Yeah.
Like, to truly be creative, you have to have experiences. You have to have something to base your ideas off of. If you're just basing your ideas off your previous ideas, then you're just basically running on a hamster wheel and just going around and around and around and around. But when you go out there and you have real world experiences, and you have life, you have stuff to talk about, and you have more things to pull information from. Like when I'm writing now I have actual experiences I can write from, because I went out and I've done things. I went out and I touched some grass. Touch grass. So so it's like I think that's even important. Even and this is the only part I'll say I think is even important for business people. Like, take a time back and really analyze and really just like step away from it for a minute and give yourself time to recover.
Oh yeah.
Because if you like get to a place where you burn out, then your money's going to burn out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for a business person, you got to really learn when to take breaks. Because if you don't, like, you could really like end up hurting your business because you can't see what's that? Oh, I wish I could remember that phrase, Margaret. You can't see the fence because of the trees or something. I had something my grandma used to say, like, you can't see what's in front of you. You can't see what's in the future because something right in front of you is blocking your vision, basically.
Yeah.
And like that happens when you don't take a step back. Like, if you take a step back, you can see the full picture. But if you're always directly in front of it, you can only see what's directly in front of you. So take a step back and take a look at the whole thing. And now you're like, oh, now you're noticing things that you didn't even see now. So it's like, yeah, I can't. Get it. You cooking, Mom. You cooking. Do your thing.
All right. So the next thing I wrote down is the power of small wins. This is one that's been hard for me to learn, but the more I do it, the more I've been enjoying it. And I actually have you to thank for this.
Really?
Yeah. And it's literally what I wrote was creating content purely for personal satisfaction, regardless of
okay.
Regardless,
yeah.
Which is funny because you just brought that up right now, but regardless of external validation. Because once upon a time, I did content creation with the goal of feeling like I had to prove something to someone. And I feel like at some point, every content creator or someone that does create, content for a living has fallen in this trap, has fallen in the trap of not being able to celebrate the smaller wins because the goal in mind is always seeking out for that external validation. And some people may disagree, like, no, I don't do it for that. I don't feel the need to, seek out external validation. But really, if you were to be completely honest for yourself as a creator or as a creative, I dare say, we want to feel appreciated. So yes, in some shape or form, we are looking to a certain extent, whether it be little or big, we want to feel validated.
I feel like
we do want to feel appreciated. Otherwise, why would we put so much of our resources, our time, and our energy out there if we didn't truly care about it?
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Zootopia 2 has come home to Disney+.
Let's go!
Get ready for a new case.
We're gonna crack this case and prove we're the greatest partners of all time!
New friends.
You are Gary the Snake. And your last name? The Snake.
Dream Team. And new habitats.
Zootopia has a secret reptile population.
You can watch the record-breaking phenomenon at home.
You're clearly working at
Zootopia 2, now available on Disney Plus, rated PG.
And what you just said was actually what I was about to say, is that I don't think you can be a creative and not have at least a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Like, that's part of the creative thing, is that you create a thing and you want people to see it and appreciate it and like it.
It's your joy. You want people to feel that joy. Even if the outcome is you want people to feel happy.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, when I create music, it's because I want people to listen to it. Like, when you create videos, it's because you want people to watch it.
You want people to watch it.
And at the end of the day, all creators want to be validated in some sense of fashion. But what we were actually talking about is, I said you have to redefine what your definition of success is.
Yes.
And we all want validation, but like, what do you want validation from? who do you want validation from?
That's the part I
Where
said
do you
I
want
had to
that
thank
validation
you.
to come from?
Exactly.
And that's when I said that, and that's what sparked that whole discussion that you were talking about, is that I said you have to redefine what you consider success. Because, like, yeah, you can get validation. There's nothing wrong with wanting validation, but it's like you can't let that validation control you and be like the center of your attention.
And I'm going to be real with y'all. That night I told him I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer.
Yeah, what is your definition of success?
I did not know at all. I did not have an answer. And it bugged me. It bugged me for a minute. Because he clearly had an answer. He told me without hesitation, without a moment of doubt. Like, he just knew what it was for him. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little envious.
And I don't know if we ever talked about this, but the reason why I knew the answer is because this is something that I've thought about before.
Yeah.
Like, this is not it was the first time I brought it up to you because we were talking about something and I thought that advice could help you because I went through the same thing you went through.
Yeah.
When I first asked myself that question, I didn't have an answer. I was like,
so pretty similar to me.
Yeah, I was right.
Night.
But it's just that by the time I brought it up to you, I had already went through that whole process. But when I first asked myself that question, because I used to be a numbers chaser. That was my thing, is I used to chase numbers. Like, I like to see that number get bigger. That was me. And I think that's probably why I like RPGs so much, because like that's what RPGs is all about, is number get bigger.
Yeah.
You want to see that attack stat go up. You want to see that damage output go up. You want to see the HP go up. Like, you just want to see numbers get bigger. And I think that's why I love RPGs so much. And I kind of took that same mentality into YouTube. It's like, I just want to see the number get bigger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care how much bigger it gets. I just want to see, as long as that number keeps going up, I'm happy.
And that was my same problem too, because like, instead of celebrating the 50 people that watched my video, mentally I had a threshold, what we call a threshold, of like, oh, my videos will hit this certain amount of views, so this is to be expected. So if I didn't pass that threshold, my video is bad, or my video is not performing well. When instead I should have been like, yeah, but that still was 1,000 people that took their time to watch my video. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, I can't even dare say, because I feel like it doesn't even fit there, because it's not even fair to say that a small win, because just the fact of getting that amount of people to watch your video is a huge win nowadays, especially with how saturated YouTube is.
And I go ahead.
Yeah, so like, and then now that we're about to move to the next step, but taking it back to one that I said about brainstorming an idea without an audience in mind, I can't really fully say I've done that as of yet, but the way I've been handling it now is in a way very creative, and that fits for me. And I'll let you say what you're about to say, because now I want to talk about how I've been handling it now. Because some people will be like, well, I thought you were about to quit, then you say you were about to quit, then you say you were done, then you say you were done. Yeah, I might have a couple of days ago.
And what most people don't realize is I've said I was about to quit probably about 15, 16 times myself. I
think we all done it.
You just ain't never heard me say it. This been before every new album project. I said I'm done. I ain't got no more ideas. I quit.
That was your thing.
I can't think of nothing else. I'm done. And then boom. Oh, I got an idea now. I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back, baby. I'm back. I ain't never gone nowhere. But when I was going,
that's so true. I even started telling you that. I was like, but you just said.
Yeah, exactly.
That you were done.
Yeah. And then I had an idea. Now I'm back. I'm back, baby. Back like I never left. Because I didn't. Because I never left. But what I was going to say is, when we were talking about the validation thing, and like, you know, what I did was, and what you ended up coming to the same conclusion too, is I broke it down to a more individualistic level. Like, all right, so instead of looking at how many views I got, I started looking at who did I touch? Who did I affect? How did my presence change something in people's lives? And then I started looking at individuals. I was like, oh, this person came to me and was like, oh man, this thing really helped me get to this point. And this person came to me and said, man, without you, I never would have done this. And then this person came to me and said, if it wasn't for you, I never even would have thought about this. And you affected, like, even outside of content creation, I can see how I've affected people's lives in positive directions. Like, there's been situations where people say, like, yo, the love that you show for your wife and how much you appreciate her and how beautiful your relationship has made me want to invest more in my relationship and treat my relationship a certain kind of way, because I feel like I could, be a better husband or a better father or blah, 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 blah. Like, I've had those conversations with people, and like, those are the things that I started considering successes. Like, oh, I've actually touched people. I've actually, instead of just a number getting bigger, I've actually changed somebody's life. I made somebody want to be a better husband or be a better father or be a better musician or be a better producer or whatever it is. I've actually physically affected somebody to change something about themselves for the better. And instead of a number getting bigger, I felt like that was a better measurement of success for me. And I'm like, okay, so like that's why I was talking about, you have to define what success is for you. Because if you define it by number get bigger, then that's what you're going to chase. You're going to chase numbers getting bigger, and then at the end of the day, you're just going to have a number that's big. Yeah. Whereas now that I've focused my success on the people that I affect, or the people whose lives I've changed for the better, now I can be like, oh dang, I'm pretty daggone successful, because I get these stories, I get these DMs, I get these comments, and people telling me that my music has affected them, or my just the way I live my life has affected people, and I'm just like, bam, I'm a positive influence on the world. That makes me feel successful. Yeah. And now that's what I chase. Like, all right, now how can I affect these guys? How can I make more men want to be better fathers? How can I make more men want to be better husbands? How can I push forward the idea of marriage is good and love is beautiful, and how else can I do that? And that has affected how I've decided to make future projects of my music and videos and whatever the case may be. So then I chase those things, and now I'm like, oh, now I feel more motivated to do that than to chase a number getting bigger. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say.
And what I find fascinating about this is, like, as we're talking, I'm having like moments where I have a recollection of memories about certain discussions that I had at certain points of my career with different creators. And I remember sitting down with this creator, and she and I were talking about trying to make it as a career. And she told me the following. She was like, oh, we're gonna work hard, we're gonna make it, but this is the difference between you and me. She said, I don't have kids, you do. So you have kids, so it's probably going to take you 5 years longer to turn this eventually into something that you're going to be able to live out of and take care of your family with. And I knew I always had that disadvantage because I had to work a little bit harder, because it was going to take me a little bit longer to make my needs, meet my ends. I forget how people say it.
Meet ends meet.
Yeah, exactly. And then I kept reading this post that someone was saying. I was like, you're one video away from your success, or whatever the case. It was like something like that. And I'm like, that's stupid, because now I think about it and I'm like, I've always had success. It just was a matter of redefining what that meant. It was not a video that was going to define my success. Is the growth I've had overall as a person, as an individual. That's what defines my own success. So, no offense to the other person that posted that, but anyhow, I decided to come up with a more sustainable creation, one that brings me joy, one that brings that creates an impact, and that is a long-term vision. And I'm doing this because I'm creating a commitment not only to the community that has seen me grow, but for myself. Just overall for myself. So the first thing I did was I started implementing what I call my creative flow rituals. That's just a fancy term for saying that I'm scheduling dedicated time for those passion projects, those passion creative projects that I have, and for having the space to explore, for simply just doing some exploration and seeing if in the process I discover something that I love, you know. And you've been seeing this as of lately, where I just separate blocks of time whenever I have the chance, and I make something. I start sewing something. I'm like, look, this is cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm just going to make it. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it goes. And you were laughing the other day because I made a pair of pants. And you were like, you said this, right? And I'll let you say it, but you said it along the lines of like, I could have gotten you a pair of pants.
Like, you need some pants? I'll just buy you some pants.
I could get you a pair of pants. But it was the joy. It was the joy of seeing you making it, and how it's just the look on your face, how you looked. You just looked so happy.
That's pretty. I mean, you pretty much nailed exactly what I said. It was literally like, yeah, I could have went out and bought you a pair of pants, but instead I went out and bought you the materials and everything you needed to make your own pants, because I knew that would make you happier. That's basically what I was saying.
Yeah.
I could have just went out and bought you a pair of pants and you would have had a pair of pants.
Yeah.
But instead going out and watching you shop for the materials and getting your patterns and figuring out what design you wanted and doing all that, and then going home and sewing it and then creating it, and then actually going out and wearing the pants that you made and being happy, that bought you, and the cost was actually, you know, overall, when you really think about it, was probably less than just buying you a pair of pants. But the happiness that you got from it was so much more than you would have gotten from me just buying you a pair of pants.
Yeah.
Like, I could have went out and bought you a pair of pants. You're like, oh, I got a pair of pants. These are cute. Oh, thank you, babe.
That only lasted for a while.
Yeah, but then, you know, going through that whole process of, you know, picking out your fabric and getting your buttons. And
you actually helped me choose it and everything.
Yeah, I went with you. Like, we went out together. You picked out your pattern. I hope you picked out. I actually picked out the fabric, actually.
Yeah, you picked out the fabric and everything.
And you got your little buttons, and I hope you pick out the right buttons for it and all that kind of stuff. And then you went home and you took your time and you put it all together. And
it was fun. You even were my fashion designer. Helped me put an outfit together and everything.
Yeah, help you put the outfit to go with the pants and all that stuff. And once this is something that I've always talked about, that was an experience.
That was an experience.
And experiences are worth so much more than material things. So even though this was a material thing that you made, there's an experience with it now.
Yes.
Every time you wear those pants, you're going to remember you putting that together, and me and you going out to the store together and picking out fabrics and just having a good time getting all the fabrics together, and you're going to remember us sitting in the bedroom, going through the closet, putting an outfit together to go with it. So you can wear out these new pants that you made. Those are always going to be attached to that material thing now, which is something that wouldn't have been with the pants I just went out and bought you.
And that's where I want to get to. This is exactly what I'm doing now, not only like with my hobbies, but trying to figure out how do I bring this same experience on the YouTube platform through my videos, which is now where I wanted to go to, you know, when I said about brainstorming an idea without an audience in mind. Well, I got to be completely honest. I am still brainstorming an idea with an audience in mind, but that audience reflects where I am at personally in life. That's the difference. So instead of meeting a goal, like you said, like I'm making a song for the ladies, or I'm making a song for the twerk, for the people that like to twerk, you know, to put it on the social media on the short 12 seconds. Yeah, this is it. You know, I want to see you whisper it. You know what I mean? You know, that type of deal. If you know, you know, y'all. But I'm doing it with something that's going to bring me joy and reflects where I'm at in life. So with the ZapCristal revamp, I told people very clearly, this is my commitment to y'all. My commitment to y'all is doing one dedicated video a month. If more than one video comes out at a certain month, hey,
you're welcome.
You're welcome. I was more inspired, I guess. And I don't think that's going to be a problem with me, honestly. But the whole idea is I want to give myself time, because like I mentioned just right now, I want to schedule those periods of time for exploration, for other projects that I have. And that way I have things I can talk about because I've been doing stuff that I love. And then when it comes to brainstorming and the audience that I have in mind, I told y'all, okay, Zap is coming back. but Zap has matured. So I want to show you guys where I'm at in life. So the videos that you guys are going to be seeing, well, I'm still talking about gaming, or I'm still talking about, other hobbies that I'm enjoying right now. I want to bring it from a fresh perspective of, this is me as a married woman, as a mom of 2 boys, as somebody that's raising a toddler right now, as someone that's rediscovering herself in the process, and I want you guys to come along and see me grow as an individual. And if you're a parent and you're raising kids, or, you just haven't had the time to discover these other creative passion projects, then you can tag along for the ride. You can come and explore, and let's build a community around this. So yeah, I have an audience in mind, but it's the audience that reflects where I'm at in life. Okay, and then just moving fast, because I want to wrap this up real nicely with a bow.
I think my question at the end is going to wrap it up real nicely.
Okay.
Go ahead, do your thing.
The other thing I've been doing is I've been measuring success, which we kind of talked about this already, so I don't know if I have anything to add to this, but measuring success beyond views.
Oh, yeah.
So
We literally did.
Yeah.
Man, we are on it.
Yeah, you've been kind of just knocking it out. So like,
Let's go.
Focusing, basically for me, my success from now on is going to be focusing on impact. Funny enough, you already talked about that.
Man. Killing it today.
Focusing on impact, focusing on community connection, which I've just talked about right now.
Yeah.
Really building that community based on what I'm going through personally. Mm-hmm. And the most important one for me right now is personal fulfillment. Like, I'm doing this now not as a business. This is going to be more of a hobby. So I don't have that pressure. I just want to have that personal fulfillment. And a lot of these things are going to be nonetheless than me just documenting the stuff that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And just having some kind of like visible record of what I've done and how that process has looked like.
Your diary.
My diary. And last but not least, and I know y'all excited about this, is the future of my content, but also yours. Building a resilient creator journey that outlasts fleeting trends and algorithm shifts.
Oh, yeah. All
Yeah.
day, every day.
So my future right now is looking like I want to revamp by doing this. Where is it going to lead to? I don't know. I know that it's going to be beautiful opportunities to hopefully bond with other people that are working towards creating, long-lasting, strong foundational marriages, raising their kids in the best way possible, sharing their hobbies, connecting with other people, learning together as we go. And hopefully that will inspire other creators down the road to be like, hey, you know what? I want to start a channel, or I want to, open an Instagram page, or whatever platform you choose, and start building some strong community connections around whatever you decided for it to be, And I like that. A perfect example of this, I'm going to give him a shout out. Thousand Star. Thousand Star just live streams.
Yeah, that's what he does.
All he does is offer, mentorship and teach other people about. I don't know why I'm getting emotional about that, but like I'm really proud of him. He just teaches people about fighting games, because he loves fighting games and retro games, and he just wants to share his passion. So when you see where he's coming from, you're like, wow, like he's not expecting anything in return. He just is doing something that he loves. And everybody loves him.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool.
It is.
When you do something like that.
Thousand Star is very, very beloved in this community because he has a community built around him.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Ronins, the Thousand Star Ronins.
Is that the name for them?
That's the name for the group. Like they get together and they play their Overwatches together. And
that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a whole squad that he runs with, and they all get together. That's what his Discord is for. He has his own Discord that he runs, the Thousand Star Ronins, and they get together. And that's how we met Jimmy Nofro. He's a part of that group. Like, they'll get together and they'll have their, like, all right, tonight we running, because I'm in the Discord too, just because I like seeing it, just because it's dope. And like, they'll just like, all right, tonight I'm about to 1,000 Star to get on and be like, hey, we about to run some Overwatch tonight. All right, so who's squadding up tonight? And everybody get together and they play and they do their thing.
And a shout out to another creator, which I will not say his name right now, but he did mention a beautiful comment the other day, and I just wanted to bring it up. You touched me, bro, in a very special way when you said that I was the last few genuine creators out there, and that he still appreciated what I was doing on the platform. And I say thank you, because I personally know this is coming from an honest and genuine place as well. And it's really nice because it really helped define slowly but surely what you said, what success means to me. Yeah. And what was your question? Because now I'm curious.
Because what I've noticed is, all right, so get some background. When I got into this content creation field, I had no idea what I was doing. So I kind of just did it by the seat of my pants, and you taught me a little more structure, which I definitely needed. You taught me to have a little more structure and to, pay attention to things that I normally wouldn't pay attention to, and to like kind of gear myself towards certain things. And you became my mentor in a way, and I learned a lot of things from you. But hearing what you're saying here today and how you're looking at things now is very similar to how I work, pretty much. Like, you're talking about, creating without an audience, because that's what I do. I just make music based on wherever I am in my life. So like now you hear me talk about being a husband and being a father and being the leader of MSM and all that kind of stuff.
Which I cannot do. I've told you this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like, what you do, I can't do.
But what I'm wondering is, and then I've noticed that lately you've been more like open to like freestyling content, where you're like, all right, I have a layout in mind, but I don't necessarily have a script. And like, I'm wondering, has seeing the way that I create influenced you at all?
I mean, in a way, I think as husband and wife, we do influence each other in one way or another. So seeing your work ethics and what you do in the background will slowly like influence me in a lot of ways. I'm not saying influence, I'll take that word away. Inspire me to think differently and creatively. Yeah, I think it's the correct way. I see
that I create more like you now. Like, I find myself being, all right, let me pay attention to my thumbnails more. Let me actually, put some effort into my titles.
And I'm the one that's lax.
And now you're like kind of, but we kind of found this nice like middle place where it's like, all right, I don't necessarily write out a whole script for what I do now, but I do have like a format. Because normally I would just get in front of a camera and just hit record and just do whatever.
Yeah.
Where you would be like, all right, I gotta have a script. It's gotta be laid out. I gotta have layers. I gotta have the exact words I'm gonna say. Gotta have it all broken down. I gotta have it timed out. And now you're a little more lax, where you have a format, so like we've kind of met in like the middle.
Yeah.
Like we were both the extremes. Like, you were extreme, like everything has to be blah 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 blah. And I was the extreme of, man, just do whatever.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Whatever. And now it's kind of like we met in the middle.
I honestly don't think it's just that. I'm gonna tell you what really it has been. It's me just stepping completely away. Like, literally having a creative decompression moment, stepping away and just living life. I think taking that pause for a brief moment has really helped me in seeing life that hey, there's more to life than just content creation and
so
YouTube.
I have influenced you just in a different way.
Yeah,
because that's pretty much how we are now. Like,
yeah,
let's just live life, and then whatever comes from that, then we'll create based on that.
And I think I also what the result out of this is that I no longer create. Ooh, this is gonna sound real deep what I'm about to say.
Let's get deep.
I no longer create in fear.
Oh snap!
I no longer create in fear. I create in love. And that's the difference. When you create with the mission in mind that you create in love, the results show. And I can say for a fact that I do create in love. I create in love This is deep, y'all. I created love for myself because those pants were showing love to me. And then I created the bags because I love y'all. So I wanted y'all to have something. And then, like, when I create the video game secret videos and stuff, I create it with the goal of, I want to make people laugh. And if that's the outcome, oh, she just was so silly. It was so dumb. But it just made my day. I like it. That's my goal now. I'm like, oh, y'all enjoyed it. Y'all got a kick out of it. Found it stupid. Found it funny. Cool. That's what I wanted.
For me, it's pretty similar, but slightly different. For me, I say I create and joy.
Yeah.
Like it's me taking the happiness that I have achieved and putting that into my music. Like it's like, all right, the happiness of having a son. Now let me put that in my music. The joy that I felt that day, or the joy of being a good husband. I put that in my music now. Like just the joy of discovering something new or seeing something new or becoming something different. It's that joy that I receive that I want to share with other people. I want other people to see that you can find joy in being a father. You can find joy in being a husband. You can find joy in the simple things in life. You can find the joy in, and that those are the things that'll truly bring you joy and happiness. And that's what I want to reflect in my music, instead of trying to find happiness in places where you're never going to find it.
I think I found my word.
A word?
For 2026.
What is it?
Discoverability.
Oh, snap.
Because as I'm thinking about the content that I'm about to create, I realize that while these things are not the most popular things, it will help to do one thing, and it's to help people discover those things.
Yeah. I think I got mine now too. Mine's is because I was talking about this whole joy thing, and I think my 2026 is joy and simplicity.
I like that.
Just finding joy in the simple things, like the small things in life that bring you joy and simplicity.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Cooking.
So I really do give thanks to y'all for allowing me to do the podcast, because the podcast has been that creative decompression moments for me, and I think I have been able to clear my mind in such a way now where I feel joyful, I feel rejuvenated, I feel like now I can create more freely without any constraints. And I'm looking forward to next year, because I want to see what I'm capable of doing right now. So far, I've gotten a small little glimpse, and I'm like, wow. A couple years ago, I would have never considered doing a video like this. And it's pretty cool. Yeah. And so seeing it now, I'm even surprising myself. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. I'm in the same bag too, because it's like I'm working on an album that I never thought that I would have done. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually doing the thing and the funny thing is, it's something that I've always wanted to do. This is something I've always wanted to, because it's going back to my roots. And it's now I'm doing it now.
You're oh my God, it's finally happening.
I'm actually doing it, and it's some of my favorite stuff that I've ever made. So it's it's cool, man. Is when you are creating from a place of joy.
Yes.
And a place of love.
Yeah.
You find that the things that you create are beautiful.
So finding your voice beyond the algorithm, y'all. Hopefully this episode inspired y'all to take a moment, think it through, see where you want to go with your creative journey, and comment below. Share your experience with us, and let us know how it goes for you. And as always, you already know what time it is.
Yeah.
I want to remind you
to
always
do what?
Reset.
And what?
You better reset. With me, Zap.
And for how long of a period of time?
For the week.
Oh, yeah. That was
perfect. I'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye.